The first thing that you're going to do to make a kaleidoscope is to open up a photo in in Photoshop and have it on the Expert tab up here. Then you're going to go down to Crop, and on the Crop tool you want to come down to this drop down thing and make sure you're on 5 by 5 because we need to make a square first. And you want to position this square so that in one half of the square diagonally, so either this way or this way, you're going to have, the thing that you're going to copy to put in the kaleidoscope. So if I want to keep his head in there, I've got to make sure that this point is, on a line with those two sides to not cut his head off. And I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger so I can get a little bit more of the wing. And then you can double click once you get what you want and you'll have a square now. Then you're going to come up here to this tool and it will probably be on Polygon tool like that, and you'll have to come down here and click I said that wrong, it'll be on the lasso tool up there, and you'll have to click on the Polygon tool down here. The Polygon tool gives you straight lines. So now we're going to choose a triangle on here. So we're just going to go from corner to corner. Try to do this as exact as you can, because if you have it crooked on this one or you're missing a piece of something, it will only multiply that problem when you do the kaleidoscope. Once you have your triangle chosen, you're going to hit Command C to copy, and then go File, New, Blank File. And here, if you've done your triangle well, these two numbers will be the same. I didn't quite get it right, but I'm close. And then you're going to double this number and take the largest one if you don't have the same numbers. So this is going to be 2110, and I'm going to put the same thing down here. I'm just doubling the top number because it was the biggest. So whichever one's the biggest, double it. And then say OK. And then we're going to use the shortcut command to paste in that triangle. So we'll do Command V. And here is our first layer. If you want to be able to see this layer window over here, you're going to go to Windows and click on Layers like that, so you can kind of see what's happening over here. It may help you as you're doing this. Now, to move this thing, I have got to get off of the Polygon Lasso tool and go up here to the Move tool. And then I can position it. And you want to move this thing into the corner, and not a corner like so that it fits the corner, but you're going to be making a triangle down here. We're going to bring in that same piece again a second time and flip it and make a triangle down here. So I'm trying to fit this into, as best I can, the corner down here, not leaving any white spaces down at this point. Now I'm going to paste in the same triangle again, so Command V again. So here it comes again, and this time I'm going to flip this thing. So I'm going to go to Image, and I'm going to go to Rotate, and make sure you come down here to where it says the layers, because if you flip it up here, you're going to flip both of the pieces. If you flip it down here, you'll just flip the piece that you've put in. And so we're going to go Flip Layer Horizontal. And then we're going to move it down here to create a larger triangle out of the two pieces. And again, you're going to want to position this, and it looks like I'm cutting off the corner a little bit there, so I'm going to come back over here to this one and shove it over a little bit. I can use the arrow keys to kind of do this fine-tuning. It's easier than trying to move it with your cursor. And see, I don't want to end up with that white space in between, so I'm going to shove this one over a little bit more. Alright, looks like I don't have any white lines here, and I don't have any white edges there, which is what I want. Then you are going to go and combine these two triangles together, because right now they're separate, and we want to get them as one triangle. So we're going to go do Layer Merge Visible. And now I've got one triangle, and what I'm going to do is copy this triangle 4 different times to fill in the rest of this space. So what I want to do is select this triangle, and we're going to do it by kind of doing the opposite. We're going to come over here, and you probably will have it on, because this is the one we've used, this Quick Selection tool. And then you're going to come down here and put it on the magic wand, which is the star tool. We'll click in the white, and it selects the white, but we want the opposite of that, so we'll go Select Inverse. And then we will do Command C to copy. And then we're going to do Command V to paste. And if you'll notice, it doesn't look like there's anything here, but if you look at the layer window over here, I've just got a second layer on top of there. And what we're going to do then with each of these layers that we paste on here is we are going to do rotate, and we're going to do, for the first layer, 90 degrees to the left, for the second layer, 90 degrees to the right, third layer, rotate, layer 180 degrees, and position them to fill in the whole square. So, and it really doesn't matter what order you do it in, but it's just easier because you're just going down the line. So, first one's going to go to the left, get off the star tool and back to the move tool here so you can position it. And at this point, it's not as important if you have white over here. That's okay. What you want to make sure is that this line here is straightened. So let's see how close I am. I'm not too bad. And that there is no like edge in between the two parts. Let me look at that again. Actually, I'm going to go back one. And still a little bit off. Okay, and now we're going to paste in another layer again. So Command V, and this time we're going to go Image, Rotate, and instead of going left, we're going to go right. Position this. I think I got that on the first try. And the last layer, we'll do Command V again, and this time we're going to go Image and Rotate 180 degrees. Make sure it's in the right spot, no white spaces in between. Looks pretty good. And then just to clean this up and to finish it up, we are going to combine all those layers together. So we're going to go Layer, Merge, Visible. And then we can crop it so that we can get the white edge off the outside, but it looks like merging the visible took care of it for you. If it doesn't, come over here to crop and just come in here and crop this to what you want. Sometimes it's hard to get the white edges out, and so I make the square a little smaller, and then using the arrow keys I arrange it so that this thing right here is in the center, and you can usually tell where your center is, and then hit the check mark or double click and it'll crop it. And then all you have to do is save it.